We are going extra wide for this video, at least the introduction, because we got not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 different Kizers to go over with you guys. These are all interesting. I think we got maybe 4 fixed blades and then maybe a folder here. This should be interesting. A lot of these are just releasing this month, so definitely we'll have all the links for all of these down below so you guys can check them out. We're going to go in no particular order, left to right here, and see what these are all about. So boom, here we go. Starting with the Defensor. This one is an LF design. I believe this is a self-defense oriented knife. We have M390 blade, stone wash finish with a flat brushed DLC Ultra on it. So that should be interesting, under 3 inches, 2.56 to be exact. So here we go. We're going to waste no time. Again, links for all these knives down below so you guys can check out prices, availability, and variants. Those help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. So here we go. We got the Kizer sticker there. Boom. We got the, oh man, that is the knife right there. That's looking crazy. What else we got in the box? Right, we got the, ooh, here we go. That's an interesting sheath right there. Long, crazy sheath with the Ulti clip. That's looking rad. And of course, the usual stuff, right? Paperwork, wiping cloth, silica gel. All right. Let's see what this is all about, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man. So the box says M390, so I'm assuming it's full tank construction. So the whole thing is M390. All right, let's remove the tip here. We do have a DLC coating on this one, all right, according to the box. First impressions, obviously you got the karambit sort of hole back here. We even have a tactical glass breaker. We have a sort of like a carbide ball, right, for glass breaking right there. Obviously nice and jimped all the way through. The handle piece, let me see, how would I grab this guy? Okay, first question to answer, no, it is not sharp on this side. It's only sharp on the one side. Portion of it has serrations, a portion of it is a plain edge. And maybe you use this with pinky, right? I'm gonna say pinky or thumb or index finger. Okay, something like this perhaps. Okay, a call grip. Or you got your Friday night gas station fighting grip, reverse grip. It actually feels pretty good. It's just a little bit of a different take on a knife because it's, you know, obviously for a very specific purpose as a self-defense knife, which again, I am illiterate when it comes to that. That's not what this channel specializes on, but the machining all throughout is very interesting. Even through some of these holes, they have some very specific lines going through the different cutouts, some speed holes for days. Again, some jimping here through the hole, you know, I guess, yeah. This is technically a full tang construction because that's really all it is. the tang itself, right? The blade, no actual handle scales, if you would. And then you have this drop point blade, a little bit of a stone wash finish with a contrasting horizontal rub finish, if anything. Got a switch here at the top, some belly, and of course those serrations, right, are going to do some damage there in the cutting department for sure. So that's looking very interesting, to say the least. Again, still trying to figure out what the best way to grip this guy would be. And it looks like going in and out of the sheath here. Let's see. Okay, probably clip all the way down there. Okay. Do we have any rattle? Not necessarily. It's just, I don't think it necessarily clips in place. It just kind of goes all the way down, and the tension, right, from this little divot right there, it's just going to hold it in place to make sure it doesn't fall off. So very interesting sheath. Never seen anything like this. Hence why they went with the Ulti clip here for the clip solution. Ulti clips are pretty good because you can mount these just about anywhere. You put whatever surface, if it's your belt or a backpack strap, under this guy, and then you tighten down like this, and that is lock and loaded, not going anywhere. So far so good, right, for this first unboxing. A very interesting knife here, to say the least, for obviously self-defense purposes, right, mostly self-defense oriented. Right, we'll do some size comparisons here later in the video, right, to give you more or less an idea, right, how all these sort of stack up next to each other. All right, next we have the next 2 knives. Both of these are going to be the new Bieber 2. And we looked at the Bieber here recently in the channel. It was just released a few months ago, but this is the version 2, 2.75 inches on the blade. One is on B2 steel, the other one's AEBL, both with G10 handles, one satin, one stone wash. So let's go ahead and get these out here, shall we? All right, here is one. All right, here we go. We got the satin finish version right here, right? AEBL steel on this one. and a flat grind. So yeah, already this is hand melting right here, right? Still able to get a full 4-finger grip. Got a little bit of a buoy, right? A little bit tip here to the front of the knife, a little bit of a dip right here, curvature, right? Kind of like a buoy style blade there, and that's looking good. Again, satin finish on that one. And this one is the D2 version. This one's got a coat there for corrosion resistance, so that's good to see as well. And this one also feeling really good on the hand as well. So nice and very tastefully done here. Full tank construction with jimping right on both sides. Got this very interesting hole which they put on these for some reason. Maybe it's just a quick way, easy to pull out of the sheath this way. You have the sort of accented green with orange on the green version here. You got the blacked out but orange sort of color on the hardware. So it's a nice little interesting take there, making both options equally attractive, if you ask me. But you're probably wondering, how are these different than the original Bieber? Well, I got just the thing here. This is the original Bieber. And this one came out again a few months ago. This one is in Nitro V steel. And this one's got the black and orange combo, just like this guy. And take a look, right? So still, yes, really good ergos, multiple jimping zones as well. Not the craziest, longest fixed blade out there, but it just really works for the size. Arguably one of the best EDC blades that you can carry. And now you have, again, a different geometry. I want to say you probably have slightly longer cutting path perhaps on the V2. And you do get, I think, a little bit of a taller flat grind on the V1. And they're probably just as thick. So take a look. They also added the additional jimping here and down here. That's new to the V2. They did not have that on the V1, as you can see. So that's obviously something new as of the second version right here that we're looking at. It's always nice to kind of, have the older version, older model on hand to be able to compare and contrast. So you already know we're on a roll here. I could go black on black, green on green, or in this case, I could go the opposite way. I could go green on black and black on green. All right, check that out. Kind of like a yin to the yang, you know what I'm saying? Bam, boom. Okay, let's go ahead and, oh, and by the way, these are going to be pretty good going in and out of the sheath. Kizer absolutely have that nailed down. Got the little spring-loaded button sort of clip solution here. These work pretty good, pretty standard. You've seen them before, right? They absolutely get the job done, right? Same deal, obviously, on both models. So no issues, no concerns there whatsoever. But wait, there's more. Now we got this behemoth of a box right here. This thing is absolutely insane. We haven't even seen the knife in here, but we already know it's going to be an epic one. I can't even fit this in the screen without getting blurry. There we go. The Camp 180. It's a 5.55 inch blade. It's a Jonathan Styles design. Think of, the guy who brought you the very iconic Kizer Militao. AEBO blade on this one with a gray stone wash and a G10 handle. So here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. We got the sticker there. We got the knife. Ooh, that's really looking very nice, especially with that finger guard. So we'll get to it here in just a second. We got a sheath, of course. We got wiping cloth. We even got included, what about maybe like 2 to 3 feet worth of paracord and some paperwork there on the box. This is going to be an epic one. I can already tell you guys. Check this thing out. Holy smokes. Ooh, baby, we got quite the reach on this one. I'll tell you that. Take the tip safety off. And oh man, oh man. Again, the finger safety little almost looks like a sword top of protection right here. That kind of spoke to me a little bit there. We don't know for sure if we have a full tank construction, given that you actually don't see the full tank construction going around here. TA hardware G10 in green here with some nice mill lines for extra grip. Obviously, we can accommodate bigger hands here. I have average size hands, not the biggest, not the smallest. I could accommodate a 6th and a 7th finger if I had them. So there you go. And yeah, this is where it's at, guys. That's going to be your finger guard there. You have plenty of cutting paths. So for my Miguel, where the big knives at, Miguel? Where the big knives at, people? All right, got you covered here with this one, fam. Holy macaroni. Nice, I want to say drop point blade. Yeah, got a little bit of a drop right here. Drop point blade, again, loving the stone wash here in gray. AEBL steel, which is quickly becoming some of you guys' favorites. I've been seeing your comments in previous videos, and Kizer think it's absolutely bringing that steel more and more often in more and more of their newer models. Love to see that. So very interesting flat grind. Of course, this thing is going to be epic slicey here, as you can imagine. What a crazy, crazy blade. Now checking the sheath on this one. All right, let's see. All right, goes in and out pretty good. All right, the little click is actually on the sort of finger guard area. So yeah, it actually feels and sounds very satisfying. So a little bit of a rattle, nothing crazy. And we do have the same spring-loaded button sort of clip. This one being the sort of wider version as compared to the slimmer version. But it still works just as well, obviously. And you could turn this guy around if you wanted to. Right, the distance from here to here to here is the same. So if you wanted to turn it around 90 degrees either way for vertical or horizontal carry, you absolutely can. No issues at all. But I feel like this one is worth of a quick size comparison here next to some other bangers here from Kizer. If this one speaks to you, right, make sure you check out the Drop Bear Fix 7. Right, that one absolutely takes the cake on a crazy heavy duty knife. And then also the Ursa Major. This one also has AEBL steel with a green G10 handle as well. So some crazy longer fixed blades there to consider from Kizer, right, if that one speaks to you. But again, this one has a very nice uniform look to it, which looks really nice. So we'll just go ahead and bring everybody back here in a moment for size comparisons. But we got one more, and that is this little guy right here. What could it be? This is the only folder out of this whole video. Right, we've looked at some epic fixed blades, but this one is, ladies and gentlemen, ooh, okay. This one is their new slip joint model called the Trestle, right? So that's interesting. We got sticker, wiping cloth. We have additional hardware as well, which is appreciated. But here we go, guys. I got to tell you, Kizer absolutely knocked it out of the park with this one. We looked at the same model, different variant here not that long ago, but this particular one is sweet, right? Listen to the walk and talk for a second. Especially my favorite is right here from the close position to the half open. Oh, that one sounds so good. And they absolutely knocked it out of the park with this one. We got titanium on this one here, titanium scales. We have nice, beautiful wood inlay. So it's definitely keeping the whole very classic aesthetics to it. Then we have a wild, right, absolutely wild Damascus blade, right? So if you are into Damascus blades, this one absolutely has a very tasteful approach, right? Kind of like the little wave pattern down here, and everything just sort of ripples through. How they managed to pull this off and do this, I have no idea, but I gotta tell you, this is actually a reasonable price compared to some other premium slip joints out there. Like if you know slip joints and you know premium slip joints, this was gonna be very competitive in price, especially for what you're getting. A very good value here for the money, without a doubt. So it's gonna be an Azo design, right? Even have a little bit of a print out here, Kizer and the Trestle. Obviously you have a Damascus blade, so they didn't want to put that on the actual Damascus print, so they tastefully put it here on the back spring. You also have a little bit of a lanyard solution back here with a nice little post back there, and you can one hand close. Have a nail nick here for the open on both sides, and I want to say the pull is kind of like a 3.5, maybe 4 out of 10. So it doesn't make it too challenging, right? Not a hassle to open this guy, right? On the close position over to the half. Man, that sound right there. Oh, that sounds so good. And you get a nice little clip point, aka maybe buoy blade on this one with some belly, right? As far as classics, this one is perfect if you have, like your dad, your grandpa, somebody in your life who's into slip joints, or you carry slip joints yourself. I typically do a secondary carry to my primary modern folder. All right, I have a slip joint, and yeah, this one is absolutely going in the carry rotation as soon as this video is over. You already know. Ergos obviously are going to be pretty good at being the size that it is, and also not locking you into any specific spot, so that's good. Even have some jimping on the blade as well, feeling nice. This little curvature right here, right, feels good on the palm also. So through and through, I mean, a very, Very nice and very well executed, right? Slip joint without a doubt, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, I have some absolute bangers here from Kizer. Again, all linked down below so you guys can check them out and look into them. Kizer is just taking the world by storm here in the knife and EDC community. Right, they're releasing some crazy bangers every single month, and they're one of the most recommendable manufacturers out of China that you can safely pick up a very recommendable EDC knife from, and you will not be disappointed. So we also checked out this one right here. This is the other Tresto that we recently looked at, but this one is on 14C 28N steel with a satin finish going on and brown micarta. You still get the titanium going on, right, as far as the bolsters go and things like that. Obviously not the hardware. That's going to be steel, but you definitely get a little bit of a different handle, right? Different titanium cutout, especially on this wood inlay. And obviously you have a whole different pattern on the blade, this one being a Damascus and all. So definitely got some options. And this one, again, is a very classy design. If you're looking for a no-brainer slip joint, the Trestel's got you covered. Right, these are absolute lookers. Guys, take a look there for yourself. Let me know your thoughts on it. But I got to tell you, I've been carrying this one here quite a bit, and I absolutely love it. So I don't see this one being any different at all. So I'm excited to also put this one in the rotation as well. We'll put this guy way down here. Right, we looked at this crazy thing, the Camp 180. Right, so there's the Camp 180. We said this is the Trestel Camp 180. Then we have two new versions of the Bieber. Right, we got this guy here on the gray Stonewash D2. We got the AEBL satin finish version there as well. And then we got the crazy self-defense knife right here. Again, this one called the Defensor, right? Kind of like the Defender, but in Spanish, Defensor means defender. So there you go. Again, a very wild design, even almost looks borderline, kind of like a throwing knife if you ask me. So those are some crazy new knives from Kizer. Again, all of these, I believe, released in October. I think this guy was released in September. Let me know which of these is your favorite. Which one do you like the most? Which one speaks to you the most? What do you like about them? What do you love about them? Is there anything you dislike about them? Let me know. Would you be picking up any of these? Tell you what, the links will be in the description and the pinned comment. They'll support the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. But of course, highly appreciated. Thank you so much in advance. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.